Why high earners stay broke. Have you ever wondered how someone earning $100,000, $150,000, or even $200,000 a year can still feel financially trapped? It sounds strange at first. After all, most people assume that financial stress disappears once income reaches a certain level. More money should mean more freedom, more security, more peace of mind. And yet, many high earners quietly experience the opposite. They earn more than they ever imagined, but somehow they still worry about money. They still check their bank account before major purchases. They still feel pressure at the end of the month, and they still wonder why wealth seems so difficult to build. The question is, if income isn't the problem, then what is? Let's look at a realistic example. Imagine a 32-year-old professional living in a major American city. We'll call him Michael. Michael earns $120,000 per year. On paper, that sounds impressive. Many people would consider him financially successful. After taxes, healthcare deductions, and retirement contributions, Michael takes home roughly $7,000 per month. Now, let's see where that money goes. His apartment costs $2,400 per month. His car payment is $650. Insurance adds another $200. Student loans take $450. Utilities, internet, and subscriptions total around $300. Groceries cost roughly $600. Dining out and entertainment add another $600. His credit card payment is about $400. A few online purchases, weekend trips, and miscellaneous expenses easily consume another $800. By the end of the month, Michael has very little left. Sometimes nothing at all. And here's the surprising part. Michael doesn't think he's living extravagantly. He isn't buying yachts. He isn't flying private. He isn't spending money in ways that seem outrageous. His lifestyle looks normal. In fact, it looks remarkably similar to the lifestyle many people aspire to have. This is where the real problem begins. Because financial pressure isn't always caused by a lack of income. Sometimes it's caused by a lifestyle that expands alongside income. Economists have a name for this: lifestyle inflation. As people earn more, they gradually increase spending. The apartment gets upgraded. The car gets nicer. Vacations become more frequent. Restaurants become more expensive. Subscriptions multiply. Convenience becomes standard. And little by little, the financial benefits of earning more begin to disappear. The increase in income creates an increase in expectations. Soon, what once felt luxurious starts feeling normal. What once felt exciting becomes routine, and what once seemed unnecessary becomes difficult to give up. The result is a strange financial reality. People can double their income without dramatically improving their financial position. Not because they aren't earning enough, but because their spending grows at nearly the same pace. Let's put some simple math behind this. Imagine two people. Person A earns $60,000 per year. Person B earns $120,000 per year. Most people assume Person B will become wealthy much faster. But income alone doesn't determine wealth. Savings rate matters more. Suppose Person A saves $1,000 per month, and Person B saves only $500 per month because their lifestyle consumes the rest. After 10 years, Person A could easily end up with a larger investment portfolio, despite earning half as much. This is one of the most misunderstood ideas in personal finance. Wealth is not built by income. Wealth is built by the gap between income and spending. And that gap is often much smaller than people realize. But if the math is so simple, why do intelligent people continue making these decisions? The answer has less to do with finance and more to do with psychology. Humans naturally compare themselves to others. We don't evaluate our lifestyle in isolation. We evaluate it relative to the people around us. If your coworkers drive newer cars, your current vehicle suddenly feels older. If your friends move into larger homes, your apartment feels smaller. If people on social media constantly showcase luxury experiences, your own life starts to feel less exciting. This comparison process happens quietly. Most people don't even notice it. Yet it influences countless financial decisions. The desire for status isn't necessarily about showing off. Often, it's about belonging. People want to feel successful. They want to feel respected. They want reassurance that they're progressing. Unfortunately, many modern purchases offer exactly that feeling, at least temporarily. A luxury car doesn't just provide transportation. It provides identity. A larger house doesn't just provide space. It provides a sense of achievement. Expensive vacations don't just create memories. They signal success. The challenge is that these emotional rewards fade quickly. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. People rapidly adjust to improved circumstances. The excitement of a new purchase eventually becomes ordinary. Then the mind begins searching for the next upgrade, and the cycle repeats. This creates a powerful trap. People work harder to earn more, then spend more to maintain a lifestyle, then need even more income to support that lifestyle. Eventually, they become dependent on their current earnings, and that's where the real risk appears. Imagine Michael loses his job, or experiences a health issue, or faces an economic downturn. His income disappears, but his obligations remain. The rent remains. The car payment remains. The student loans remain. The credit card payments remain. The lifestyle that once felt comfortable suddenly becomes fragile. This is why financial freedom isn't really about how much money you make. It's about how much flexibility you have. Many high earners appear wealthy on the surface while living with very little flexibility underneath. The opposite is also true. Some people appear relatively ordinary while quietly building substantial wealth. Their cars aren't impressive. Their homes aren't designed to impress strangers. Their lifestyles may even seem surprisingly modest, but they possess something far more valuable. Options. They have the ability to change careers, take time off, handle emergencies, invest for the future, and make decisions without constant financial pressure. This difference comes from perspective. Financially intelligent people often think differently about money. They don't view income as permission to spend more. They view income as an opportunity to create more freedom. They understand that every recurring expense reduces future flexibility. They recognize that visible wealth and actual wealth are often very different things. Visible wealth is easy to notice. Cars, clothes, homes, vacations. Actual wealth is mostly invisible. Investments, ownership, savings, time, freedom. The irony is that the people who look wealthy are not always the people who are wealthy, and the people building real wealth often look surprisingly ordinary. Over time, this difference becomes enormous. A person who consistently controls lifestyle inflation gains options. A person who constantly upgrades lifestyle gains obligations. Both may earn similar incomes, but their futures can look completely different. None of this means people should never enjoy their money. Money exists to improve life. Comfort matters. Experiences matter. enjoyment matters. The issue isn't spending. The issue is unconscious spending. The issue is allowing lifestyle expectations to rise faster than awareness. Because once spending becomes automatic, financial progress becomes difficult to notice. And that's why so many high earners stay broke. Not because they lack intelligence, not because they lack ambition, not because they lack opportunity, but because the modern financial environment constantly encourages consumption while making long-term consequences difficult to see. The challenge isn't earning more. The challenge is maintaining perspective as income grows. Understanding this doesn't guarantee financial success, but it does create something important: awareness. And awareness is often the first step toward making different decisions. If you found this video valuable, consider subscribing for more thoughtful discussions about money, psychology, and long-term wealth building.